Alright, next turn. Another first contact with the Zorn Collective. Down here in this nebula system. Guess we just had something pass through here. Yeah, colonizer too. Okay, let's see. What did we see? Or what saw us, possibly? Let me see if this is an occluding storm. Or is it? No. Okay, see, so we did not see anything here, so that just means we got seen. Which is understandable given that our colonizer doesn't have any sensors on it. Let's see now, there's an occluding storm. Yes, it is. Also a damaging storm. Maybe somebody was hiding in there, maybe not. And if there was, we wouldn't see it. Okay, this is the system beyond that black hole. That is a lot of planets. A lot of big looking planets, honestly. Huge, tiny, medium. Oh yeah, a ruin. A ruin is good. Large, not a homeworld. Another huge. Huge methane. Medium, small, tiny, small, medium. Okay. Interesting. And there's 2 more warp points. Colonizer ice. This is a gas breather and a rock breather. Not the best targets for you. Is there an ice breather for the carbon dioxide? No. You're the only one with a green atmosphere, aside from you, but you're tiny. So I'm gonna go and send this colonizer out further. This is one of the newer colonizers that actually has sensors. And come to think of it, stealth plates. Let's turn those on while we're at it. While they are in stealth, they're not going to be able to colonize. So if you want to colonize something, you're gonna need to remember to turn it off. Where was the warp points? Straight south and straight to the right. Okay, that's a little bit above a turn. And this is also like 3 turns too much. Go send it to the south. Actually, more like this. Place the first waypoint with one that's not quite as far away. Okay. Was better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to jump through. I think we can go one further down here on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 to jump through. Yeah, whatever, that's fine. Okay, we have an empty system here. What's it? A neutron star, a white dwarf. There is, however, a warp point beyond it, so let's go find that. We have an ice colonizer built on a home world, and we have this new research facility, a huge breather settled on our home system. So we can start getting some of those facilities up. Research compound. I'm also going to build a space yard on this one to start with. Level 7 now will take 9 turns without any population, but this one should receive migration very quickly. And then it will not take 9 turns anymore, even this upgraded space yard. And then just research centers all day, every day. You can get these research computers up, they give you a 10% bonus. We would benefit from them quite immensely with all these particularly large breathers. Now you needed new orders though. There's still a lot of stuff we can build. Still a lot of colonizers that need construction. Oh, he's sending more colonizers on this system. I think we talked about it. He was gonna gift me either a colonizer or the colonies or something later for the systems that we share. And he's just going to, yep, colonize stuff like this planet. Establish himself further out this way. Still got 9 shipyards. We'll put a couple drones. Looks like he's already trying to create a little bit of a combat group here. It's good. Let's look further at our turn report. So we have the first contact there, but something we didn't see. We have the colony that's going to be a research colony on homeworld, which we just give stuff to. I give something to do. We have tech coming in from the tech trade and the tech gifting. Point defense. A lot of the tech levels he tried to give me we already had. Alright, my colonizer got built, nothing else. Okay then. Next time we're still gonna get drones level 6. I think it goes up to 6. But for now we can already go and upgrade some of our designs. We can upgrade our little combat ship design, not that we are really using it. These bomblet missiles are quite great at max level. They have 150 range. The problem is that they use ordnance. And I think the DPS is not that great, but they're really effective against fighters and such with that much range. Before I put in flag cannons for ranged point defense, but they obviously don't have the quite as much range or the accuracy of a seeking weapon. Although yes, I'm pretty sure that they can get shot down in return, but since they're not usually shot at things that have point defense, they don't necessarily get shot down as much. But I still have a single point defense cannon on this. I'm just going to replace that with a bomblet because it's better, even if it takes a little more ammunition. Right. I would tell it to upgrade queues, but there's nothing in there, so just obsolete the old one. For some reason he gave me a lot of tech levels for the projectile weapons, which he doesn't actually have any levels of, so there's nothing we can do for a direct fire ship down here. Then let's go to units. We have a little designs for fighters. I don't think anything changed with their tech. It's not like we got small weapons on a higher level. Troops, I don't think anything changed here either. Plasma is still not something you want to put in over just the rocket pods, mostly because of their size. But the weapon platform we can change. So I'm just going to leave like one cannon in here, remove the flak, and put in 2 bomblets. Point defense can should still have the best DPS itself. They do what, 18 damage on average every half second, whereas these do 30 damage on average every second. So 18 damage every half second would be 36 damage every second. And these guys have a lot less range than these, so they shoot a lot less often, and ordnance isn't exactly a concern for a planet. They get overwhelmed by other ships that have PD and can shoot down the bomblers. That might be interesting, or might be devastating for these, but as it is, these bomblers should just be way more effective than bullet point defense cans. There is, however, some advantage in mixing your point defense weapons, having one that shoots a little more frequently to reduce overkill and such. Anti-fighter rockets are effective against fighters especially, or only, but they need to be specifically targeting fighters only. And I'm not expecting to get rushed by fighters in the early game, since they can't cross warp points on their own. And more something you want to put on a ship, I guess, if you don't have high point defense levels otherwise. No boblet missiles that can reach them just as well. Alright, let's put this in. If any that haven't started yet in order queues, they can be upgraded, but we don't. So let's make a different weapon platform. One that's going to be like a central nexus for the defense of a planet. I'm gonna put the stealth armor on there, just because we can. It will actually give the stealth effect to the planet it's on, which means you can probably cloak the planet, which unfortunately also means you can't build anything on it, but your active planet can't be seen then, or your colony on the planet can't be seen then by anyone, which would be funny. People will still know that there's a planet there, but not that you have a colony on there. If they have never seen it, if they have seen it before, they will not get the accurate information on it. There'll just be like a memory view if you don't have sensor range on something, but you know it was there. It'll still be marked. Okay, let's put combat sensors and ECM on these. Multiplex tracking, because why not? The sensors itself already put in there, scanners and the jammers, of course. Let's put the offensive ones here, the defensive ones there. That appeals to my sense of rightness. Alright, then there'll just be like a little sensor platform, EWA platform on each planet. Probably not going to build them everywhere. For now, I'm pretty sure I just want one of these on my home world, or maybe any planets I colonize down here to be fortress worlds in air quotes, and then just put some pea shooter on here. I'm not satisfied with our direct fire weapon, so let's just not arm it at all, I guess, and just put more point defense on. Okay, let's replace it with a flak, because other platforms are probably gonna have enough PD otherwise. Just bomb it in. Actually, put more armor in, because you want this thing to get shot last. There you go. If we're going to do that, we might as well go harder on the armor. There you go. That's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plates. 120 kilotons, 600 kilotons, 660, 760 kilotons. The average facility has 1,000 HP. And since targeting on a planet is random, it doesn't matter what. So targeting on a planet is random, and each facility has 1,000 HP. And this weapon platform has close to 1,000 HP as well. So even if it does get hit, it doesn't necessarily die faster than the platforms that tank shots for it. I try to target 1,000 HP or a little more with my weapon platforms on average, so they die at about the same rate as the facilities. See, if they're too weak, then a lucky shot on a platform instead of a facility can just take out the platform, and if they're too strong, then all the facilities will die, and then all the damage is going to land on the platforms. There's still a population or like supply storage that can tank shots, but they don't get hit as often. Alright. It's called as a defense control net. Strategy does not matter. Design type. Why do we need to have this many different design types for weapon platforms? Or a weapon platform S. Okay. Q1 on our homeworld. Which takes 800 minerals. It's not that cheap to build. Maybe we'd be better off building more colonizers, being more greedy. Talking about being greedy, I never did end up queuing a ship here. Maybe I should. There's still some breathers here we should colonize. I don't think there were any ruins anymore in these systems we saw. Let's see, there's a ruin there. Ruin down there, that's way far away. There's a ruin in the Majorum system, that's within my sphere of influence. One ruin down there. One ruin in that system beyond the black hole. That's for Mystic. That's it. So there's just a ruin in the Majorum system we should get. air, small ice planet. Right. You are already building colonizers for the... Wait, actually that's an ice colonizer. You are building colonizers for something. I think I was trying to build something for sending it further down here. What's the ice? You can just keep queuing up research centers, I suppose. On this farming world where we don't need any organics yet. We certainly don't need organics yet, yes. Oh, don't think I did that last turn, but I was talking about giving Mystic more resources, or we still have a surplus. Some 12,000 minerals, that's fine. Okay, you just queue up more research centers while we don't need your organics. There you go. When you're almost done, you can build a value improvement plant. You should build that ice colonizer for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to settle it. Do we have a colonizer ice volume 8? No, but we can make one. Micro optimizing these little designs even further. Let's just copy this, give it an ice module. Remove one of the engines. This is a non-breather, so we want to have actual volume in there. The cargo base, here the cargo base. What was it that we found out? Each million pop has a size of 5k cargo space. Was it 5? How much was it? How much cargo space do we need? 2.5k, right? I'm not going to be able to reach that, but I can just put in as much as I can. Okay. I feel like I should be able to put an even amount on here. Or I would be if I didn't have the engine. I already have one more than I would be otherwise. Okay. Colon, oh no, establisher, we call them establishers, not colonizers, because we were paraphrasing things that day. Ice volume 8. Design type, auto change to colonizer ice, there you go. Build that real quick. It was ice, yes. There's a gas giant that we're going to build after this. The ice is going to go downstairs, very good. You have your space yard built now. You are going to be our big ass intel center as long as we don't need your organics. You are just the Talgia headquarters. And with these other breathers and systems, even more organics. I really want to colonize them very quickly because they're all breathers, carbon dioxide ones as well. So let's queue up some ships. Alright, a gas and a rock are immediately adjacent to this one. There are moons, you could even say. Actually, this one is not considered a moon. This one is considered a moon, but of the rock planet, the small one. As you see, this is Anodyne 2 and this is Anodyne 2A. This one is just Anodyne A, Anodyne 1. Alright, gas and rock colonizer or establisher with a speed of 2. They don't need to have any sizing. No. Establisher, gas, the other way around. And no volume because we don't put any cargo base in here. 902 cost, that's the lowest they get, I suppose. Admittedly, we already did not put anything for volume into this one, so the volume is a bit of a misnomer if the volume means that there's extra cargo base in there to carry extra pop. Okay, establish a gas 2. Establish a rock 2. Copy this guy. There's a breather, so we also build the cargo base here. In my single player games, I'm usually not that. I'm not usually microing my colonizer designs that much. But since this is a multiplayer game, I'm trying to do it just because it makes me feel like I'm trying to squeeze the most out of my empire here. Cutting down on the construction cost of some of these. Okay. Here's a building. Then ice, gas, gas. 2, 3, 4, 5 to colonize for the 2 gas. Let's put the solar sail in again. Establish gas 5, and then we need to establish ice 6. Or we can just make an ice 2 on this one. We already finished the space yard. Okay, there you go. No, wait, that's gas, not ice. We don't have the design for ice. Let's make that real quick then. Remove all the extraneous stuff. Right. Top down. Colony ship ice 2. Could also just make this one colonize the ships for this one, but I'd rather I'd finish the spaceport first. Then all the insight centers we're building will eventually start paying their dues. Oh, our research is up to 1200, that's not bad. It's actually going up quite a bit now. We're starting to actually construct some facilities. Scroll down this long list and we finished 2 more research centers this time. It's very nice. You finished your last minor for the moment. We're gonna fill up the rest with research centers as well. Alright, we have this colonizer for ice on our homeworld. The one is meant to go longer ways. So let's load it up with actually a weapon platform. Take the stone gargoyle and then fill up the rest with pop and then just go down here as well. Actually, I believe I sent that ship towards the southern JP. So you go there. Yeah, you're already going for the other one. Okay, then we need a new weapons platform on our homeworld. New and improved. Since by now, if this ship gets anywhere, it's already going to be like turn 35, and by that point, people may well have a combat ship or some unit groups out. We cared about this one. Okay. This is still going to take quite many turns, even with our new and improved research rates. So let's look at our new contact. The Zone Collective is gas methane. Okay, I think with that we have all the no, we do. I think we do have all the atmosphere types except none. I have hydrogen, the red one, methane is pink, oxygen blue, carbon dioxide green, and he's gas giant colonization. Got the Novak ship set. What does he have for tech? Chemistry 2. Oh, there's no more plasma missiles in this game. Construction 2, industry 2. It's got xenoarchaeology. I don't see extra colonization tax. Repair 2. Small base 2. What's that? A couple levels in fighters, satellites, weapon platforms, vehicle systems 2, computers 3, ion engines 3, computers 3, and the what was it? Industry or construction. That's a prerequisite for computers. Might mean that he can has drones or can do drones. Might just be that the drones tech isn't shown here. His armor level 9, shields level 6, sensors level 9, defense systems only level 2, that's ECM defense systems, cargo and storage a couple levels, resupply at 5, counter-terrain engines, which is a decent compromise, minerals at 2, energy stream weapons. Isn't energy stream just the basic lasers? No, energy stream and energy pulse. Energy pulse is meson, I'm pretty sure. Which would mean that he has physics too. Yeah, focus energy is the laser, so energy stream is APB. The anti-proton beam. They are good all-rounder weapons. Direct fire. Missile weapons 6, however, not plasma missiles. So not sure what the chemistry 2 does for him. Smaller weapons 2. Other relations, he doesn't have any treaties yet. Should just look at the other guys. The Solar Panel Raiders have made a non-aggression pact, or some treaty that has that name, with the Kintara Imperium. And nobody else has made any treaties yet. Our estimates for him tell me I can actually get a more accurate number of the colonies just from a comparison screen. But he's built light cruisers, so he has medium ships, which is to be expected if he has construction level 2. 1 space station, a couple of fighters. No colony ships, no smaller frigates or anything. Just 9 mines. Even with 50% variation, 9 mines or 14 mines would not be very much. So it does not look like he has built very much yet. Although he has a bunch of colonies, so it just looks like all his colony ships have already landed. Let's look at comparison screen. He is at 7 planets and 6 ships and 32 units, considered to be the 6th place, although the rank really does not matter or do much in this game. Our ally, the Twilight Collective, with his lots of research, a lot of resources, has claimed 1st place, and I'm behind in 2nd with almost as much resources. We have twice as much resources as everybody else, and that each. Our research points are right now the highest, but everybody is going to be building a lot of facilities. Allies claimed 14 planets already, I've claimed 11. Looks like we're expanding the fastest. But I'm definitely behind in getting hardware out into space. Yeah, that's what happens if you do not build those construction stations early on, like my ally did. Alright, let's investigate our new Kama a little further. He's a collective. He has gotten a bunch of the achievement tags already. Government gives him the extra loyalty and war tolerance, and trends strongly towards indifferent. So he's probably not going to be able to get bonuses from having happy population. He is otherwise an engineers society type, which gives him extra yard rate, but increases maintenance costs, which means you can build fewer ships at once, smaller fleets. That is not great. I don't think it's worth the 5% yard rate increase at all, and the repair rate increase does not really matter that much. I do not like engineer society type. Racial traits otherwise, mineral, organics, reactive intelligence and research point generation increased. And then he has got the lucky trait. So he doesn't have any racial tags either, he doesn't have the +1 speed or anything. Probably not the world's most competitive setup I've ever seen. Honestly, if you're going to take all the resource collection improvement things, just take the extra facility space. Costs less point and allows you to build 20% more mines and everything anyway. Okay. So just from his empire setup, I would judge him to be less of a threat than most of the other races we've seen. It would probably make for a good first war target, but again, we should actually get some intel on these people, what they have, and where they are first. Okay, I don't think we have anything else to do anymore. All our planets are busy. No ships need orders. I'm hitting space and nothing happens. I don't get shown a new ship that wants orders. So, no, we already looked at the comparison screen. Scores going up. Resources up. Research. Mystics built some intel centers. Tech levels are going up majorly for Mystics since we started that technology share agreement. Mine have gone up a little as well. But I gave him more tech levels than he gave me. And he has tech levels for the interdimensional tech that he can't give me. And population doesn't really matter all that much. Okay. The unanswered political message was the question from Gurak about what we wanted to trade, and I don't really want to trade anything right now, so I'm just going to leave that ignored and maybe contact him out of game. So that's it.